do.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jim Downs. I practice dentistry full-time in Denver, Colorado, beautiful state. And I get the opportunity, of course, to do a lot of comprehensive, full-mouth type of casework, TMD work, and my travels go pretty far back, where I've learned quite a bit from a lot of different gurus and mentors in my life, and has impacted me quite a bit. And I get to share that now today with other doctors by doing courses for the Dr. Dick Barnes group. I heard about T-scan actually when I was in dental school. So when I was in dental school, there was a Dr. Chapman who was part of the Prost division there, and it was in its very infancies when they brought it down to the clinic floor. It was this huge big box, So I've known about it since then, but when I actually started to use it to application was in 2005. 2005. I had known about it, but didn't really start to use it until they came out with some of the newer designs, and especially for implementing it and hooking it up with our computer systems today. I'm one of those doctors that I buy something that I truly believe in and actually use it, because I've been down the road now where I've had a number of T-shirts that I bought equipment that said it was going to do something and it didn't do that. I bought this because of the simplicity of using it and how easy it was for me to educate my patients about it, and the clarity that it gave me on documentation. Documentation today in this world that we live in it's necessary, and to have that where you can see something repeatedly done over and over and see a pattern of behavior, this gave me that form of knowledge, and very easy to implement and then make diagnostic decisions based on that. How it's changed my thinking about occlusion. I've been through so many of the different camps that have been around, and some have been around over 100 years. And the progression and evolution of all the camps, there's pearls from every one of them, yet none of them gave me that clarity of knowing exactly where the issues were. When the idea of timing versus force came about, that was something we didn't know. We based it on subjective thinking. We looked at dots. We saw the big dot was the issue and the little dot was not. And it's the contrary. It's been a total paradigm shift. And so I think in any camps that you have out there, this is a great adjunct to fortifying your position, and particularly knowing exactly where you want your dentition to be on your patients, and then also on how to adjust these. We use T-scan in a lot of different varieties in our practice. I've been one that just always likes to play. And then the one that has surprised me the most is using it in our hygiene department, because we see the correlation between pocketing and hyperocclusion's been around forever. Occlusion's been a big issue, but it's something that's been pushed to the side. It's not something that is not discussed so much anymore, and I don't think, especially our new doctors, are really getting any real information about that. So in helping our patients keep their teeth a lifetime, using the T-scan in hygiene has been, I think, a phenomenal tool. And our hygienists now see that awareness, and they wish they saw it in dental school as well. But we use it in a lot of different things, especially when I'm doing full mouth rehabs. I got to know for sure that everything's hitting right. When you make that investment, patients make that kind of investment in their mouth, my philosophy is always then do it right and do it the best with excellence. And that may mean having other things help support you with that. Instrumentation, biometrics, whatever it takes. This whole thing today with using all implant board and prosthesis, it's an interesting one, and the bone is not a solid piece of wrought iron. It is a dynamic bone or organ in our body that can have flexure, it can have strength, it can take absorption. Those kind of things. And when we don't have the correct tools to know exactly how we're putting the forces, because Do we truly know how people's muscles function and one side's stronger than another, blah, blah, blah. But I need to know for sure and help to manage this because, again, last thing I want is that case to fail. And it back on me, on my shoulders, 3, 4, 5 years later. What's success to me? Hopefully they keep those for a long time. So the uniqueness there is that we find our patients see that in our practice when we utilize this instrumentation, that they get it, they see it, and they go, wow, how come other dentists don't have this? Are we unique? And I'm like, well, yeah, we are, because we make the effort to continue to do what? Evolve and improve our practice. The uniqueness, I think, too, is that constant and never-ending improvement. It's something that we strive for. And T-Scan gives us that certainty all the time with consistency. My patients they absolutely love it. They get it. They love having the scan done. It's kind of funny because, everyone plays video games. Everyone likes to get on their phones and their tablets today, and they do things, Candy Crush, But when they see that T-scan, it's almost like they're proud when their bite is perfect. And they know it. They feel it. That sense of seeing and feeling is so strong that then their awareness is built up so much that now I know when my bite's starting to get off. Okay, I must be wearing my teeth or whatever. Maybe I need to wear my orthotic more. I haven't been doing it. And so that part there, I think for us, there's other things in our practices like digital x-rays, things of those, that innovative strategies. This is just one of those. It's another part of that. From a generator of revenue, it's not a huge one, like you would do a full mouth rehab or something like that. But I look at it from the standpoint of the follow-through. So on the follow-through, how much does it truly cost me to remake something? And in today's world, it costs a lot. It costs me doctor time, costs you the patient time, and the lab time. Everyone gets caught up in this. And so the revenue that I save, let's say this, if I lost an implant because I didn't know the true timing and force on it, because I didn't use an instrumentation like this, I'd lose the profitability on the last three cases. That's very impactful. I love to talk to dentists about wear and tear. So the analogy of looking at cars. Dentists like cars. Guys like cars. Women like cars. And looking at what makes the car roll. Tires. And so, if someone kept turning to the left all the time, they're going to wear that down. But they may not know that until it's too late and they have a blowout. So when I relate this now back to dentistry and going, look at, how do you know that you're getting that patient starting to skid off to the left or skid off to the right? You don't until it goes. Something in the system goes. In which case, when would you like to intervene, doctor? When would you like to be that all-encompassing physician of the oral cavity that mentors your patient for a lifetime and keeping their teeth? And what can you have to have that? The T-scan to me is just a no-brainer. I mean, it's just really simple. I don't know why we get so caught up on it, but it's not an expensive piece of equipment. I think it does a phenomenal job in building confidence and credibility in our practice. That's priceless. I was just talking, I talk to a lot of dentists about it, all the time about it. And they get hung up on the cost. See, the thing is, what I say is, if you know truly in your heart that that's a product that really can make the outcome of your make your cases, it shouldn't be a question about it. It's the value of it. Are you going to use it? And if you're not going to use it, then how come? So think about what would you do for your own self, and it's your own patients, your own mother, your father. How would you want the case to be done? And know for sure that it's been done properly. Dentists that just can't pull the trigger at that point, there's something else in the line of fire there. In which case, to me, it's education. So I know that when I get a chance to talk to a lot of them, they actually see the light of it. And in which case, they have the potential now to make that difference. So depending on, and here's the bottom line, if they don't know their true numbers in their practice, then a lot of them won't pull the trigger. I think the bottom line here, Mia, is that these doctors need to know what it costs them to open their doors per hour. And when we do that and helping them know that for sure, then they see the value in buying the innovative equipment to make their practice, propel their practice into the next decade.
And is there anything else that you would say or would want to say about T-scanning?
You know, I just think it's one of those products out there that gives us clarity. The old adage of using just paper and looking at marks isn't where we're at anymore. See, here's the thing: a lot of doctors look at it and they go, "Well, that's gotten me by." Okay, that's gotten you by, but I'm sure you've been stung on a number of the issues that I talk about in my courses. In which case, how much did that cost you? Stomach lining and heart muscle, and those kind of things. Those are priceless. Yet to have that sense of clarity, and to me clarity is power, those are the kind of pieces of equipment I like to invest in.